Hello and welcome to another movie review from MBE. Throwing me under the bus once again is John C. Walsh, who will be on the screen in a very short moment. But welcome in,
if
people.
I don't disappear like that guy in X-Men.
Thank you for joining us here on our YouTube channel and, of course, our Twitch stream. And tonight is movie review night. It's always a Friday here. And it's Soorarai Pottru, directed by Sudha Kongara and starring the great Soorarai. John, this is our first venture into this chap's films. I'm sure Ruth's got more knowledge than ourselves on this chap, but we were mightily impressed with our first outing of Soorarai.
Yes.
I thought he held this film. I know we'll get into obviously performances
bigger,
at the end,
more polished,
but yeah, it was. Yeah, this was a fantastic film, but a little hint of maybe make believe in there as well to sort of Hollywood up a little, you know. But I don't mind that at all. That's what keeps you interested and keeps you ploughing through this exciting story. But John, I'm going to pass it over to you now, and you can take us through this review experience.
Yes, we'll get into this. We always like to get this out the way nice and early. Every reviewer on YouTube, every reviewer of anything that's ever existed has to have a grading or rating system. This is ours. If you're new here, F equals terrible. That's a terrible movie. That's The Fanatic from John Travolta. That's Phoenix Forgotten. And that's some other movies that are absolutely terrible. Blair Witch for me. D minus through plus is average. Think of Dark Phoenix and things like that when you watch movies that are in that range. C minus through plus is good. That's a good movie. Think of maybe an Ant-Man or something like that from the MCU. That's a good movie. Hobbs and Shaw will slide into there. Movies like that. I was going to say San Andreas, but that would actually be a D plus, because for me anyway it was terrible. B minus through plus is an excellent movie. My all-time favourite movie. Not quite perfection, but certainly excellent. Cool Hand Luke would slide in here. A lot of other really good movies would slide in there. They're excellent. A is a perfect movie. It's perfection. Think of Shawshank Redemption if you're over in the Western sphere. Apocalypse Now. Schindler's List. 96 for me. And with that in mind, you'll just have to wait and see whether I deem Soorarai Pottru an A, a B, a C, a D. It's not going to be an F, I can tell you that right now. Shall I go first?
Yeah.
I really enjoyed this. It was a big surprise. I watched the trailer. The trailer was good, but nowhere near did this movie the service it deserves. It really did it a disservice. It didn't capture the vibe for me, the really drama heavy stuff, the brilliance of the performance for Soorarai. This is my first, as I keep repeating, first kid, so I don't know what you'd call it, first acquaintance with Soorarai. Okay, I'll say his name differently there. It's no Soorarai, it's Soorarai. And I thought he was absolutely outstanding. I can't wait to get down a rabbit hole and watch more of this guy's movies. The whole performances of the ensemble in general are really well cast movie, strong performances, two great villains, the wife character. Yeah, sorry Stephen, I'm going off, man. I can't hear you right because of the head.
No, I'm just agreeing with you, John. I'm saying it's a very strong cast.
That's the problem. We've not got the audios for me and Stephen coming into our ear, so when we're talking, sometimes I'll not hear what Stephen says. I'll just say, yeah.
John, you actually sound like Charlie Brown's teacher. It's like, wah, 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 wah.
I do. Sometimes you can't hear, man. You have to be you need to enunciate your words very clearly. Yeah. But yeah, I enjoyed the movie a lot. All of the elements, technical stuff, story, really blown away with it. Very taut experience, well written. A sort of rise to riches stories, you did say, Ruth, with the real humanistic stuff going on in there. And very Western. A really high standard. Really enjoyed it. What's your thoughts, though, Ruth? And then I'll go to Stephen. I'll let Stephen end it, and he can give his rating, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I really loved the movie. I mean, I was actually pleasantly surprised in the sense that I expected it to be good because, I'm at least not disappointed in Soorai's performance, because I always like his acting. But, with sometimes there have been some movies that he's done that the movie itself may not have, even if his acting part was good, but it's like the movie itself has not done really well.
Yeah.
And so I went into this thinking, okay, fine, expected it to be good. But it just gripped me, like you said, you sit through it in one setting. I really didn't want to have any interruptions. I sat through the whole thing in one go, and it didn't feel like a very long watch. It seemed very concise and like like I went through it. I didn't feel the time passing. I was that invested, and I could feel the kind of anxiety and emotions building up and everything. So, I think from a purely fan point of view, I really loved the storytelling. I loved the pace of the movie. I thought it was, no wasted moments and all that. It was a really, really enjoyable watch. It was emotional. I cried when I watched the movie. So, so it was really good.
Yeah, it's a really inspiring story. Given this gift of travel and connectivity. By the way, before I let you in, Stephen, I forgot about another shot I absolutely loved. There was a map of the Indian subcontinent at night, all the lit up sort of urban areas, and he lays out his plan using the turboprops. You can't travel these same routes as these big planes. No, that's the whole point. We'll do little stops, we'll connect all of it. The way they lay that out in the map,
that was really
brilliant.
British
Absolutely brilliant.
airports as well, the old runways.
Yeah,
was very clever.
That was great, wasn't it? Cleaning that up, yeah.
For me, I can only echo what you guys have said. Also, my expectations going into the film was that, coming from the trailer and its genre being drama, I felt it was going to be more sort of Scam 1992 and focusing on the issues more than the whole picture, if you like. But I got a lot more out of it because we didn't just get the sort of the main story, which is obviously to get this project up and running. We got the emotional side from him and his family. We got the emotional side from him and his wife, and just all these different relationships he had throughout the movie. It was very interesting. What the hell was that? But it was something just that kept the story intriguing throughout. Performances, the way it was written. And I do want to see more of Soorai's movies. I really do want to go down that rabbit hole now because this guy has intrigued me even more. We've only seen one movie, John and I. I want to see more of this guy because he just carried this film brilliantly throughout. And
that's what I said, Stephen.
I like the ending. It's always nice to have a happy ending.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't get that. 96 didn't have the happy ending, but we were all in tears at the end. It was nice just to have that sort of
is a bad ending,
Hollywood ending, and it was great.
Yeah, Vijay Sethupathi always gets screwed. He's Sean Bean of Indian cinema, clearly. He doesn't die, but he gets poor endings. Yeah, it's like you said, Stephen, about Surya. This is, as I said before, part of the gift of discovering a new industry, a new group of actors. You watch a movie, you get down the rabbit hole, you really enjoy what they've gave over the course of 15, 20 years, sometimes more, sometimes less. That's the gift of discovering a new industry, man. Before I'd done it with Vijay Sethupathi, Dhanush, Talapathi, now it's Surya, Rajanikanth to an extent. Up north, I think you've had Amir Khan and Ranveer Singh and Rana Dagabati and Prabhas are South Indian, aren't they? They're Telugu. I think they're like Andhra Pradesh or something. Maybe they aren't from there, I don't know. I don't know my Telugu regions. I think Andhra Pradesh is Telugu. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. Maybe you know about that, Ruth, I don't know. But I'm sure Andhra Pradesh is a south-ish state in India, because that's where my good friend Praveen's from. I know it's south. I know because he went to the Bay of Bengal. The lucky shit, I wish I could go there. To be fair, it was to bury the funeral of his dad, so it wasn't a happy time, but still, I'd have rather went there than being in Scotland, even if it was a funeral. It'd have been better than here. Are you going to say something there, Ruth, before we get a rating?
I mean, it was in general, I think, a very good piece of writing by Sudha Kongara. Her writing style, I really like. The dialogues were very entertaining, very interesting, and I love the idea that we had a really strong female character in this. It's a very. It was so wonderful to see that she clearly was from a very typical Indian background. But she had very strong sense of pride in herself, and self-worth, and very independent in the way and very modern way of looking at it. It's like you could see the tradition, the traditional side of her, but at the same time, this very modern, forward-thinking woman. And I thought, it was brilliant that they had a female character that was quite strong. I mean.
That's important to portray as well on screen, to show a new generation of young girls growing up. You can be this person. Just because you've had it set in place that women have to be seen, not heard, and go home and be married, and that's you, your life's over, doesn't mean that's the way you've got to live. We can evolve and we can actually go out and do what you want in life, and you can be independent. You can have a business. You don't need to be reliant on the husband and stuff like that. So I think that's a really important message. And again, we've seen that time and again in a lot of indie movies, especially telepathy ones. They do their best to take societal issues and really try and project a positive, I don't know, stance or view onto the population. Show them, look, this is wrong. This political corruption, this is wrong. The exorbitant prices you're charging for care in hospitals, it's wrong. The sort of way you're treating women and stuff like that. I think that's important, and it's something we do get over here as well. We get the satire and sort of deconstructing political corruption and idiots like Boris Johnson and Donald Trump. I'm going to keep getting after. I'm not going to go after Joe Biden just now because I think Joe's definitely got some cognitive dissonance going on there. So we'll leave off of Joe. But look, I digress. We're getting into politics, and that's always a dangerous place to go, man. At the end of a review. Ruth, do you want to go first? What are you rating this movie, man? And then I'll go second.
Okay, I was thinking more in the lines of a B.
Oh yeah.
Kind of, yeah. So.
Oh, I've screwed it. Sorry, Ruth.
Right.
There we go. A B. Stephen, shall I go next?
Yeah, go for it.
I am going to give this movie a B+. I thought it was brilliant. I really enjoyed it. High excellence. It's screwed again. Jesus Christ. Let's do that again. Because there's shambles. I'm always on the screen. There you go. It's a B+ for me. Stephen, what are you giving it?
I'm giving it a B+ as well.
A B? Oh, yeah. I've just gave I said an A. I nearly gave you. I nearly made you give it an A there, Stephen. It's a B+ for Stephen.
Any film an A yet, so.
Yeah, you haven't. You're a tough taskmaster, Stephen. You don't give movies A's, which is fair enough. It's got to tickle your fancy in a sense. And look, different strokes for different folks. What I give a rating to is different to what someone else would give.
I think it's high praise coming from Stephen.
Yeah. It is, man. Look, he says that. He watched it and he says right away, this is a great movie, man. Really enjoyed it. And that always fills me with confidence when I go in to watch it, because I'm always behind Stephen. So if he says it's excellent, I'm like, I know I'm going to enjoy it. And if Stephen's giving it a B+ or a B+, what am I going to give it, man? Because I'm usually a little bit more kind. I give my ratings out. I enjoy things a little bit more because I'm very open. But look, man, that's going to round the review up on that note. I don't think we've got anything else to say. We got a comment there, Stephen?
Have we?
Excellent review, but nothing understandable. That's fair enough. That's going to round up our review, I should say, to Soorarai Pottru. I had to try hard to pronounce that correctly there.
Vignesh Krishnan,
I should start talking in an English accent, posh English accent, and perhaps then people will maybe understand us a little bit, you know.
John, people are asking us if we can put the closed captions on our shows.
I don't think we have got the option.
I think they've got to do that.
I don't think we've got the option to put closed captions on, sadly.
I think they've got to do it. I think they've got to get in.
No, I think if you some of your videos, it's there.
Yeah.
You know, if you.
I think they do it automatically. Yeah, I think they automatically just translate some of them, and some of them are very accurate. But then sometimes you'll do other ones, and it's just miles off. It's like I'm speaking in Danish or something. It's bizarre.
Welsh.
But yeah, I think it's something YouTube do. I think once the video's processed, maybe an hour or so after, they'll upload or they'll apply captions, and it's usually pretty accurate. But I don't think we've got an option of applying closed captions. Of course we would do it, because a lot of people do have big issues with our accents.
Have it, yeah.
Yeah. Sadly, I mean, it's just that's what happens when you're from Glasgow.
Yeah.
The west of Scotland. We're used to it. Even the English can't understand us, the bastards. But look, that's going to round up.
Well, I can't understand those guys that do those reactions, whatever they're called, their terrible reactions, whatever they're called. Can't understand the word they say.
Who's that?
I can't remember what they're called.
Oh, I don't know. I understand everybody. Everybody, man. I can understand Spanish to an extent. I don't want to understand Spanish. I fucking hate Spanish. I prefer German and Italy. But look, I digress. German and Italy, German and Italian.
Yeah.
John.
Our stupid reactions.
Our stupid reactions. Yeah. I've never heard of them. I'll need to look at them, Stephen.
I can't understand them at times.
Where are they from?
Yeah. I don't know. I thought they were Australian, but they might be American. I don't know.
Well, the Aussies are even more fucked up than us.
Where are they from?
They're even more fucked up than us. Ruth, you'll know that.
I think.
Sorry, you were breaking up there, Ruth, man. I think we lost you momentarily. Maybe Stephen heard you, I don't know.
They're in Los Angeles, I
Los
think.
Angeles? Oh, but we should understand Los Angeles. Christ, there's a guy I'd love it. He's from that neck of the woods, California. And he's like Jack Black. It's a fucking rich, amazing accent. I'm like, you lucky bitch, I wish I was you. Nobody can understand me. But I digress. Soorarai Pottru. That's going to... Oh, right there.
The viewings these guys are getting is ridiculous.
Yeah, Stephen, they're an out-and-out reaction channel though, and they've really made their name reacting. I think that's the way to do it. You think of Real Rejects, they've just fucking placed a flag in the middle of that hill and says, we are a reaction channel. 200,000 views on the reaction of Matrix. 1 million fucking views, man, on the reaction of Spider-Man No Way Home. It
Thanks
makes me
to
sick.
those 50 people.
Hey?
Thanks to those 50 people watching our reaction.
Yeah. That's the algorithm, man. Sadly, see when you've got a big Western release, Ruth, it's very difficult. There's about 70 channels with maybe 80,000 plus subscribers. Some can right up to 1 million.
Yeah.
It's impossible, man, to get a look in. You have to be on it within a second. Even then, it's sheer luck. The algorithm just screws you at times.
Exactly, yeah.
But look,
There's a lot of people.
Yeah, on you go, Ruth, sorry.
No, there are a lot of people who react to it almost immediately.
Oh,
you know?
It's their job,
because
man.
people, so
That's this.
it's amazing that
Listen, man, that's the way of the world. I don't get too butthurt about it now. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That's the way it is. You just got to think to yourself, Real Rejects and guys like that, they've been doing it for 7-8 years, man. They've really built their audience up there, established. We're just getting started, hopefully.
Been long,
I mean,
so it makes sense.
Stephen was watching Ryan Wright for Christ back in 2015, Greg Alba back in 2015, 2014, 13.
Yeah.
You've been watching them at least 7-8 years.
Greg Alba and Anthony Alba. Anthony Alba, also known as Jabby Coy.
Jabby Coy, yeah.
Keep your real name, man. Come on. It's a nice name.
Ryan Wright.
Anthony.
Ryan Wright, is that correct? That was actually Mark Ellis from Collider that
Don't be ashamed
uncovered
of
that.
your
He was
name,
at his
man.
house and he's like, who's this? Greg Alba. It was a headshot. Obviously they're in LA, so they're trying to get jobs as actors and stuff.
I'm going to say something, but I'll wait till we're off air because it involves name dropping. So I'll wait till we're off
name
air.
dropping. Okay, dokes. Well, that's going to round the reaction of Soorarai Pottru up then. I've tried to end it 3 times now. Hopefully this time I can end it. What was your thoughts on that movie? What was your thoughts on Surya, on that other name that I couldn't say, who played Sundari? On the movie as a whole, our review, could you understand us? Do we sound like we're from Germany? I keep saying it. Stephen's definitely fucking German, man. He's got blue eyes and blonde hair and he's 6 foot. I know I've got German in me, but I'm obviously a different variant of Stephen. I've got brownish hair and green eyes and I'm a lot shorter. Not that, but I'm shorter. But I know I've got German in me. Do we sound like we're speaking German? Maybe you can comment down below about that, what our accent sounds like. You can also like the video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Hit the follow button over on Twitch. If you want to see more content like this, unless you're a bot. Incidentally, I keep getting fucking messages about bots following us on Twitch. And if you do, you'll get more content like this, and if you don't, that's absolutely fine. But look, until then, me, Stephen, and Ruth are done. We're all done. The dog's done. Who's farting? Bye-bye, guys. You'll not understand that.
Bye.